Well, I guess we all have managed to survive Black Friday to get to this far, right? I did, yeah, I didn't get out into that mess today. I did a little actual in store shopping on Thanksgiving night and then picked up a few things online today. But boy, I was not about to venture out into that madness out on the roads today. But thankfully, our UPS driver did brave the roads today, and he brought us some immaculate football, which came out today, and we're going to be opening up tonight, along with a case of prizm, which was already here, but the immaculate, yeah, my UPS guy got here with it today, yay. So what you see on the screen right now, we're going to go over a little bit of information before we start breaking. First up there is just a note to let you know that my feedback is completely automated on eBay. What that means to you is simple. Just as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get it in return without having to wait. So yay, it's a win-win. And then of course, the other note there is just to say thank you. I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks with me and chats and hangs out, keeps me company and updated on scores and all that sort of thing. We're looking right now at breaks that are coming up on eBay. This stuff is already up and listed, available for bidding. We've got kind of a light schedule over the course of the next few days, and it will probably stay a somewhat light schedule for even a few days after that. Just trying to get things caught up around here, and you know, the holidays. It slows us all down a little bit, doesn't it? So tomorrow night we're going to open a back half, the back half of a case of playoff football that we started on Wednesday night, which was its release night. And the first half of that case was just tremendous. It was really excellent. So I'm hopeful that the second half of the case will be as nice. Sunday night is an off night. I will be waving goodbye to the holiday weekend and all that brings with it, and then I'll have lots and lots of sorting and things to do. So I'll be working Sunday night, but we won't be live streaming. Monday, we will open another case of immaculate football, and guess what? Rookies and Stars is a Monday release date for Cyber Monday, so we will open a case of that on Monday night as well. On Tuesday night, we will open a fourth case of certified basketball, and that will be the last of the certified. So if you want in on certified, Tuesday night's your last chance, at least as far as what I have of it anyway. Wednesday night, we haven't opened a case of our full-size football helmets in a couple of weeks, probably. I don't know. I got busy. I didn't get them listed. So we will open another case of the autographed full-size football helmets from Leaf. So there are 3 autographed full-size football helmets in there. That's always a fun break. We'll open a third case of immaculate football on Wednesday night, and we will open a fourth case of Topps high-tech baseball, which, frankly, we've had really good luck with. We only had 3 cases of it originally, did very well with all 3 of them as a whole. So I acquired another one for us, and that's the one we'll be opening up next week. What you're looking at right now is some shipping information and information about consolation cards. So shipping-wise, we don't have any free shipping breaks tonight. Everything that ended tonight had a shipping cost attached. So our paid shipping breaks, I've got them scheduled to get out the door no later than Wednesday. Now, it is entirely possible that I can get them out to you faster than that, but there's no guarantee that I can get it out to you faster than that. So plan on Wednesday. If you see a shipping notice go ahead of that, just be pleasantly surprised. Please keep in mind, if you see a shipping notice go up in the evenings, very late in the afternoon, or obviously on a Sunday, something like that, it's not going to actually be picked up by the post office until the following day. Most of you probably know that, but every once in a while that will kind of get somebody derailed a little bit and confuse them. So just clearing that up. So consolation cards is the last thing to talk about on this page, and what that means is this: if your team is not pulled, every team's going to pull cards in prizm basketball, so this doesn't really apply to prizm as much as it does to immaculate football. And if you are in immaculate football and your team is not pulled, then what that means is that your consolation card or cards will ship out to you with the rest of the break, since this is a paid shipping break and not a free shipping break. So if you have any questions about any of that, hit me up and let me know. So first up tonight is our 6-box case of immaculate football that just came out today. I have been dying all day to get into it. I'm super jazzed about it, and it's always so much fun to open. Of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Black Friday. the 23rd of November. Our team names are on the left-hand side. Your name is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side if you were the winning bidder tonight. And of course, we'll have a new spreadsheet go up when we start Prizm basketball. So if you're in that break, hang tight. Immaculate doesn't take a tremendously long time to break. I mean, it is a case, but there's not a ton of cards in each box, so it's not too bad. Last but not least, I'm taking autofocus out of the picture here and manually setting the focus, which is why the background has just gone out of focus for you. But don't worry, we're going to be able to see all the cards without any problems. I like to look at the cards up really close, and if you leave the camera set on autofocus, it does all that stupid zooming in and out, and then you're always, holding the card, trying to get the camera to pick up the focus. I hate that. So I just disable it. That's how that works. So who is in chat tonight? Brody is here saying happy Black Friday to everyone. I know. Did you get out in it today, Brody? I did not. What shopping I did today, I did online. I did not feel so inclined as to go out there and take my life in my hands trying to, fight somebody over the last sweater on the rack or whatever. So all mine was click and wait for somebody to bring it to me. Scott's here too. Hi, Scott. Hey, Scott, is it storming for you? Like, it thundered here a while ago. I was like, wait a minute. Did I just hear thunder? And then shortly thereafter, whoosh, here comes, the big downpour of rain. But I could not believe here we are having the strangest weather in November. We went basically from summer right on into winter, and now we've taken a day or two to step back, I guess, sort of towards fall. And having a nice thunderstorm, oddly enough. Oh, you got nothing going on there? Okay. Well, I mean, it's not raining very hard right now. It was raining harder right after the thunder and stuff rolled in a while ago, but I thought we're having some strange weather. So yeah, my UPS driver today, well... He said he was making today, I guess this must be considered like a holiday for them or an overtime day or whatever. When he brought my stuff, he goes, oh, here, let me bring that in and set it down for you. I know him really well. I was like, Rico, you don't have to bring that in, man. It's like not even that heavy. It's just 2 or 3 boxes, from different places. And he goes, oh, no, I'm going to bring it in and set it down for you. I was like, okay, man, that's unusual, but sure. He goes, listen, I'm making $106 an hour today, so I'm going to take my time. I was like, $106 an hour for UPS to deliver today. Isn't that crazy? Well, at least him. I mean, he's been with them for a while. I'm sure newer guys or whatever probably don't make as much, and guys who have been there longer might make more, but yeah, so he was definitely, he's like, he wasn't in, most days he's running so late, he's just practically throwing it off at the end of the sidewalk and, blazing out. But today he's like, oh no, man, I'm carried in, put it down for you. But he's such a good guy. I really like Rico. So he takes good care of us. He gets us our stuff on time. So we gotta show him a little love. So Immaculate, I am sure that most of you have opened Immaculate something before, whether it is baseball or football, basketball, and it is always fun to open. We get some great relic cards out of here generally. Nice checklist, always good autograph possibilities. I think there's a lot more acetate this year in Immaculate than maybe we have had in past years. I think maybe all of our autographs in here might be acetate this year, if I read that correctly somewhere. But at any rate, we're going to have some fun looking through all of our Immaculate cards tonight. So first out, we have numbered to, well, if I would turn it the right way, that would be helpful. Number 299, Eli Manning and the New York Giants. I don't know where Greg is. He should be around here somewhere, though, because he was just sending me a message on eBay right before the break. So he's around here somewhere. And then I don't know where Jay Allen is tonight. And Eric, right after Immaculate, will be Prizm. So this is Patrick DeMarco for the Bills. It's numbered to 49. Looks like you've got a stray little thread or something there in the middle of your patch. I don't think anything to really be concerned about, but as always, if I notice something, I'm going to tend to point it out to you. We have James Washington on here, numbered to 25 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, you've got him there in both his collegiate uniform and his pro uniform. And we have a really nice patch here, numbered to 4. That is the rookie patch, or I'll get it out in a minute, the rookie players team logo off of a hat. And that, of course, is Josh Allen for the Bills with the nice, I would have rather had the Buffalo himself, but still, it says Bills, and that's pretty cool. And it is numbered to 4, so it's a nice hit if you've got the Buffalo Bills tonight. Naheem Hines comes out for the Colts, signed on the eye black, and then you've got a 2-color patch up there at the top. It is numbered 299. We have a redemption, which we'll take a better look at the end of the break. We'll collect all of our redemptions and flip them right there together. Numbered to 99, it is Darius Geis for the Redskins. That is box number 1. And here comes number 2 of Immaculate Football. This is also numbered to 99. It's Barry Sanders and the Lions. Of course, obviously, we've got the 1 base card per box. I think I said that earlier, but if I didn't, I meant to. Jerry Hughes for the Bills, numbered to 49 with a relic. Then we have numbered to 16, a little Jared Goff with a 3-color relic for the Rams. Little bit of imperfection down there. You can see on that bottom edge the tiniest little bit of white along that bottom edge. Probably just a little chipping or imperfection from where they cut it. Numbered to 99, the Bengals have a hit with Joe Mixon. Arizona Cardinals get the nice rookie Josh Rosen hit. You've got numbered to 25, 3 relics, piece of the football, couple of different jersey patches there. And that's a nice one for the Arizona Cardinals and Josh Rosen. The Cowboys are getting involved. Numbered to 35, that is Michael Gallup. And you have a 3-color, really good size patch for the Cowboys there. Box number 2 in the books. Scott, have you watched any other Immaculate today? What have you seen coming out of here, man? Seen anything like amazing yet? Numbered to 99, it's Julio Jones and the Falcons. Behind that is Dan Bailey to 49 for the Dallas Cowboys. And then we have Saquon Barkley, Rashad Penny, and Sony Michel. That is numbered to 49. Obviously, we've got 3 different teams on there, so we'll go to the spreadsheet after we do the break. For someone to take this card outright, they would have to own 2 of the 3 teams. So you have to have 51% or more to take it outright. If no one has 51% or more, then we will end up using random.org to distribute that card shortly. Number to 15, that is Dion Branch and the Patriots. Here come the Steelers to 49, and that is Rod Woodson. Nice throwback sig. Barely managed to get all 3 colors on our patch, and then, of course, the autograph in there. There's Greg. Scott was asking about you a minute ago, Greg. I said, I know he's got to be here somewhere because we were just talking in eBay messages like no time ago, so I knew you had to be somewhere nearby. Anyway, Dante Pettis for the 49ers. That one is numbered to 99. Ooh, this one feels, we're going to wait on that one. That one feels like it might have something a little extra in it. We'll wait and do it at the end of the break. Since it's feeling a little extra special back there. This one numbered to 99 is Tyreek Hill and the Kansas City Chiefs. We have a little eye black for the Jets with Vinny Testaverde. That is numbered to 10. It's kind of hard to get it to show up there, but it is there. Then we have Mark Walton to 99. There's another hit for the Bengals. You've got a 2-color patch, your on-card autograph for it. And I'm doing this a little bit out of order because I saw one that I wanted to get to faster, and that is this one. Haha, yeah, baby. Baker Mayfield for the Browns. That is number 225. Got your on-card auto and your relic. That is an excellent hit for the Cleveland Browns. I saw that one when it came out of the box. I was like, I got to cut the deck in the middle. I want to see that one before we look at the relics. Number 250, it is Le'Veon Bell and Saquon Barkley. That is another one we will have to check out and see if we have the same or different team owners and may end up going to random. And then number 241 is Alvin Kamara with a relic jersey patch there. Hi, Griffin. You said you're not in this one, but you just wanted to hang out and watch and see what's coming out of it. Oh, hey, man, I'm glad to have the company. We're always glad to have you, Griffin. As well as everybody else who comes to break with us. There's a redemption. We're going to flip it over there into housekeeping. So now we have 2 redemptions to flip and 2 cards that will potentially be going to random. This is numbered to 99. It is Leonard Fournette and the Jags. Our relics, Funchess and Moore, numbered to 49 for the Carolina Panthers. Oh my gosh, we have just an awesome relic coming up. I've been waiting for an awesome relic, and that is it. For the Dolphins, I know our Dolphins team owner wants a Dan Marino because they sent me a message saying, pull me a Dan Marino. Well, I don't have you a Dan Marino yet. Maybe we'll find one. I don't know. But that is all kinds of awesome. That is numbered to 4. It is fantastic. I mean, the only thing that would have been better is if we could have gotten the full Dolphin on it. But we got most of the Dolphin, the 50 seasons. I mean, it's awesome. Kyle Lauletta comes out for the Giants. That is numbered to 99. 2-color patch and your autograph. And the Bengals, man, with another hit. Logan Woodside, numbered to 99. The Bengals have absolutely racked it up in here so far. And this is the box that I thought felt a little heavier than our other boxes. So we'll see if I was right and if we've got like a unique relic in it, perhaps. Numbered to 99, it is Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Oh, here's another nice patch. That's part of the numbers. Stephon Diggs, numbered to 50, also for the Vikes. So Minnesota with a couple of hits back to back. From here, we have Matt Ryan and Mason Rudolph, numbered to 50. And that one is another one that will go up into our housekeeping area. We'll find out if it needs to go to random or not. Patches, numbered 225. It's Ito Smith and the Falcons. Nice relic. Unusual to find one like that. So it's, of course, a good hit for the Falcons. I guess we didn't have the relic in here that I thought we might have. I don't know why this one felt heavier then. James Washington and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is numbered to 7. You've got a great piece of the logo there as your relic. And, of course, the autograph on the eye black and gold ink. Always nice. The Broncos finally make an appearance. It is Deshaun Hamilton, numbered to 99. And our last out for our live cards is DJ Chark, numbered to 99 for the Jags. So that's what we have that's live in the product. But, you know, we have a few redemptions, which we're going to flip over and check out here actually before we even go over and handle our cards that'll be in random. We're going to do our redemptions first. So we're probably going to know where these go, most likely, when we flip them over. But nonetheless, I will go to the Panini website. I'll bring you along with me. We'll look them up. verify our teams, and we should at that point also be able to find out what they're going to be numbered to. It should tell us on the website. So first up is Nyheim Hines. I believe we had one live in here for him already, didn't we? Now we have that one for the Colts. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to tweak this just ever so slightly so that I can see that maybe up a little bit closer even than we were before. Let's see if that's maybe a little bit better. So Nyheim Hines will be the Colts. It's Immaculate Players Collection autographs. And our next up is Nick Chubb for the Browns. Immaculate Signature Patches Rookie. So Colts and Browns, we'll go verify it. We'll find out what they're numbered to. Then I will bring you back here to this view, and we'll take care of our cards up here in housekeeping that have more than one team on them. But first things first, let's head to the Panini website, and not there. I said one thing and I did another. Yeah, now I've got us in the right place, I believe. We're getting there. We're getting there. Come on, drop down menu. I don't know why that says Immaculate Collection. Shouldn't it just say Immaculate? Like something, I don't know what is happening right there. But we'll just go with it. 2018 Immaculate Collection is what this one says as the card set. I don't know why this looks the way that this looks. Huh. And then why wouldn't this... I'm confused about why our thing... I don't know why our checklist looks the way that it looks. But anyway, we got where we need to be, so I guess it doesn't matter. So 26, Nyheim Hines, Indianapolis Colts, numbered to 99. The next card set we have to find is Immaculate Signature Patches Rookie. And let's see if I can manage to find that one without taxing my little brain. I don't know why this, for some reason this one just threw me off because they called it Immaculate Collection. I don't know why. I think because in my head I kept thinking collegiate, you know what I'm saying? So for the Browns, Nick Chubb, also going to be numbered to 99. Let me get both of those marked on the redemption. That part is all finished up. Now then, we'll set them up here in our recap area, and let's go back to these. We got to get these dealt with. So first up, we're taking a look at the Matt Ryan and Mason Rudolph. So we've got the Falcons and the Steelers on this card. And actually, let's do both. Let's take a look at both of these right now. This is Le'Veon Bell and Saquon Barkley. So that is Steelers and the Giants. So since the Steelers were on both cards, I decided, you know, let's just go find out what's what on both of them simultaneously. Okay, so the Atlanta Falcons, that is BMW MSU 5. Our Pittsburgh Steelers is Folden's Cold or something, maybe not at all remotely close to that. But anyway, it's not the same team owner. And then, of course, we see there for the Steelers, our next, the Giants, is CP Dudas, whichever that might be. So we know we have different team owners. That means we do have to go to random for both of those cards. Now, here's how this works, guys. I type in left to right. So on the first card, it's going to be Falcons and then the Steelers typed in that order. And I'm going to hit randomize 3 different times. The first 2 times do not count. It's only going to be the third and final time that will determine for us where exactly this card is going to go. So, good luck. Here we go. This is the one with the Matt Ryan and Mason Rudolph. So, ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There you see 3 times our date and time stamp, and it is the Falcons. So, that's this little handsome fellow right here is headed to the Falcons. Oh, it said fold and scold. For some reason I didn't catch it. I don't know what I don't know what I thought that said. Well, I told you I knew I was doing it wrong. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's wrong, but like I couldn't quite. Okay, you all know I'm bad with names. Now you know it also extends into usernames. That's terrible. Anyway, we are now looking at the Steelers and the Giants. We, of course, have already determined that we have different team owners for those. So we're just going to head right back over here to random. And in this case, the Steelers are on the left. So the Steelers are going to be typed in first, and the Giants will be typed in there second. And it's going to be the same deal, guys. It'll be 3 randoms. First 2 won't count. Third one will determine. And I've got a typo in that, but that's okay. You all know it's the Steelers. All right, so Steelers and Giants, good luck. Here we go. So ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final, and that one ends up, there's your 3 times, date and timestamp. That one ends up Steelers with the little typo of the X in front that I did by accident. Because I'm reaching across the table to the area where I have to type, and yeah, I don't do a very good job with it sometimes. All right, so that one to the Steelers. Now we have a triple. And on the triple, as you remember, you got to own 2 of the 3 to have 51% or more. So Giants, Seahawks, and Patriots. If someone owns 2 of the 3, they take it outright. Nobody owns 2 of the 3, then we're going to type it in as Giants, Seahawks, Patriots. We'll do the same rinse and repeat with random and figure out who's going to be taking that one home. So our New York Giants, that is CP. Our Seahawks, that's 702, and the Patriots, that is CJ. Notice how this time I'm just, taking those first couple of characters, right? Can't mess that up. You would think I might yet, but anyway, we have different team owners for all 3 teams, so we are, in fact, back to random one more time. Oh, Robert, are you out of here tonight? All right, man. Well, I appreciate you jumping into the break and being part of it tonight. And hopefully we'll see you again. We got a lot more immaculate to break in the days ahead. So maybe we'll catch you again down the road. In the meantime, do enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. We still have a little bit of it left. And the Patriots. Why can I not reach across there and type tonight? Okay, so same deal, guys. Ignore the first 2. Third will be the answer. So don't worry about that one. Don't worry about this one. Here's the third and final right there. 3 times, date and timestamp. Going to the Seahawks. Seattle taking home this fine fellow right here with the Rashad Penny bidding position. So let's do our recap. And then we'll be headed into Prizm basketball as soon as we finish the recap here. So this is for the Browns. It's Nick Chubb. It will be numbered to 99 on that redemption. Naheem Hines comes out for the Colts. That will also be numbered to 99 on a redemption. This was awarded to the Pittsburgh Steelers using random.org. This was awarded to the Falcons using random.org. This one went to the Seahawks in the Rashad Penny bidding position. Also, compliments of random.org. Poor Random does all the heavy lifting, gets all the love and the hate, depending on, what kind of decision it makes on any given night. Numbered to 25, that one is Ito Smith and the Falcons. Numbered to 50, Stephon Diggs and the Vikings. There's Logan Woodside to 99 for the Bengals. Kyle Lauletta comes out for the Giants to 99. The Jags hit with DJ Chark to 99. The Broncos with Deshaun Hamilton to 99. Next up, we have Vinny Testaverde for the Jets to 10, which actually I think is pretty cool. Dante Pettis and the 49ers to 99. Jared Goff relic to 16 for the Rams. Jerry Hughes and the Bills numbered to 49. Darius Geis and the Redskins to 99. Another eye black signature. This one, Naheem Hines. So live in the product on the eye black, that's to 99, but the on card must be the other one that we got the redemption for. So guess he got his eye black signed, but not his live cards. That one is numbered to 4. It is a nice little patch off of Josh Allen's hat. So kind of cool. Pittsburgh Steelers and James Washington to 25, a relic from his OSU uniform and a relic from his Steelers uniform that appeared to be. Patrick DeMarco and the Bills, that is numbered to 49. Steelers have another hit. This is a nice one. Rod Woodson to 49. Nice throwback hit there for Pittsburgh. Deion Branch numbered to 15. Patriots. Dan Bailey to 49 for the Cowboys. Michael Gallup to 35 for the Cowboys. There's the Josh Rosen to 25. Trio of relics and, of course, the hard-signed autograph for the Cardinals. Joe Mixon to 99 for the Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati did well in this break. And actually, so did Pittsburgh. Like, I didn't quite realize how many things Pittsburgh had until we started the recap here. This is also James Washington to 7. Signed eye black. Really nice patch. Part of the logo. The Bengals have Mark Walton to 99. The Dolphins, I love that relic. That's just so cool. And it is numbered to 4. And that's just a really, really cool relic, in my opinion. Devontae Parker. Then we have a dual relic for the Panthers to 99 with DJ Moore and Devin Funchess. We have the Alvin Kamara relic to 41. And the Baker Mayfield to 25. That is a nice hit for the Cleveland Browns, of course. So that is case number 1 of Immaculate Football, all wrapped up and ready to go. That's going to bring us into some Prizm basketball, which I got to get the spreadsheet up so we can go over our info for that. And then we're going to start busting into a full case. That's going to take us a while too. So if you need like a snack, or you need to let the dog out, or grab a drink, whatever the case might be, now's a good time to do it, because it will be in this break for a little while. So once again, here's the shipping information. I'm anticipating this stuff out the door no later than Wednesday. It could possibly get out the door sooner, but if it does, of course, you'll see a shipping notice, but most likely Wednesday or thereabouts. And of course, you should see the notice from eBay and see the tracking show up when the label prints, keeping in mind that sometimes it's not going to be picked up until the following day from the time you see the label printed. We don't have to worry about consolation cards in Prizm because there's a ton of cards in this, lots and lots, and every team's going to pull cards in here. 12-box case of 2018-19 Prizm basketball. It is a full case break number 2. Same format as before. Team names are on the left-hand side. The winning bidders are across from their team on the right-hand side. The last break of this we did as a half case, and we did that on release night because it was, I got a really odd configuration of stuff this year. So I got two sealed cases, one of which we're getting ready to open. Then I got the 6-box half case from one of the places that sent me the sealed cases. And then another place, I thought I was getting a sealed case, and I ended up only getting 9 boxes. And I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. Because basically, like, the allocation from that third distributor, I knew only said 9 boxes, but he usually rounds it up to a case, which is what I thought he was going to do. And then all of a sudden, no. It's like, I get the invoice. It's not even here yet, but I get the invoice because it's in transit, and it says 9 boxes. And I'm like, oh, come on, guy. Are you kidding me? Like, so, I don't know. We're going to have a weird 9-box allotment that we'll do something or another with. I don't quite know how we'll break it yet. We might break 6 and I open 3 myself. Who knows? But we'll figure it out. Meanwhile, we do have, obviously, this sealed case. We've got another sealed case, and then whatever we're going to do with that odd lot stuff. And then we'll have retail coming, too. I did order some retail Prizm this year, which they pushed the date on again. They already pushed it once to November 30th, and then they pushed it again to December the 5th, I think it is. So retail Prizm is way back from where they had originally told us it was going to be. So I guess they want to, I don't know what they want to do. Maybe they're waiting, like they think, what, they need to sell more of the hobby? Not quite. They sold out of the hobby, so I don't know why they're holding the release of the retail version, but they are. So what are you going to do? Griffin, you're out of here too? All right, you were just hanging around for football. Well, Griffin, we will hopefully catch up with you later this weekend, too. We've got Immaculate to open. We've got Rookies and Stars, don't forget. On Monday night is a new release for Cyber Monday. That is actually already here, so we for sure will have it on time. We don't have to worry about that. That is the one nice thing about the holiday, because the distributors took a 2-day weekend. They kind of got us everything we were supposed to get, either early or on time for a change, not having to sweat it out, you know, watching the street to make sure Rico comes driving down it with our stuff. We are all set this time. So each one of our boxes, we're going to be looking for 2 autographs in here and 22 Prizms in total. Now, a lot of our Prizms are going to be on inserts, and many of them may be for veterans and things as well. But we should have a few rookies, and as many of you know, the rookie silver Prizms are really some of the most desirable cards out of here, and sometimes even more desirable than pulling the autograph. So hopefully we'll have good luck with that tonight. Jacob Evans and the Golden State Warriors. This is numbered to 99 with a blue crystal. Looks like cracked ice, but whenever they're numbered high like that, they're going to call it crystal, even though, frankly, the 2 patterns look pretty much identical. Fireworks insert. There's a Kyle Kuzma for the Lakers. It's Red Wave, and the Red Wave stuff is not numbered. So we flipped that one so I could show you that, but the rest of the Red Wave, we won't flip them because we know they're not numbered. We'll just kind of call them out as they come along. But now red refractors that are not Red Wave, those are numbered. So that is Harry Giles, numbered to 299 for the Sacramento Kings. And there's a little Marvin Bagley Luck of the Lottery insert, a Red Wave Deadman for the Hawks. And I see some more silver and a nice Omari Spellman for the Hawks. That, of course, is our rookie silver Prizm coming out for Atlanta. There's another Luck of the Lottery. That's Michael Porter Jr. And this is a Lasova Prizm for the Bucks. Actually, I may wait and put some of those unnumbered things and sleeves at another point in time. That way we can keep rolling a little better tonight. So that's probably what I'll do. So if you wonder why some things aren't going in sleeves, that's why. I'm going to stack them to the side, and then after the break I'll take care of sleeving them so we don't have to slow things down so much tonight. John Henson and the Bucks with a silver Prizm. And this is potentially our first autograph hit. It is Omari Spellman and the Atlanta Hawks coming out first. Amari's taken a page out of the football rookies book, and he's only signed initials, like many of our football rookies have done all year. There's James Harden and the Rockets with a Prizm. Cannot remember what that pattern is called, but I know it does not shock you that I cannot remember what that pattern is called, because I'm terrible with remembering all the pattern names. Panini has too many of them. Devin Booker Prizm for the Suns. Some base. And then we got to open more packs. So Prizm this year, every bit as hard to get as Prizm was last year, which I was a little surprised. I thought it would be a bit easier this year than it was last year, but No way, man. They don't cut us any slack, do they? But that is part of the reason that I went ahead and ordered the retail as well, because I figured, you know what, the prisms are just, you can find the prisms in retail just as easily as you find them in hobby, frankly. And sometimes you can find special variations or players more easily in retail than you can in the hobby. And so I figured, why not? Trent, this is a full case break. It is a 12-box full case break. Yeah, it's always, guys, it's always going to be the quantity that is listed in the listing title and in the description. So whenever it says, you know, 12 times in the description, it would say 12 times. It wouldn't necessarily say 12 boxes, but it would say 12 times, and then the product title, and it would have said full case. And in the title, it would have said 12 box in case too, I think. This is John Wall All Day Insert Prism. And our second autograph out of box number 1 is for the 76ers with Landry coming out. You know what? I did not look at any of the prices tonight, Trent. I don't have any idea what any of this sold for. I got the spreadsheet ready, but I just copied the user info off of it. I didn't pay any attention to the prices tonight. Paul George and the Thunder with a refractor. Yeah, it's just crazy right now. You know, holiday time, family and things, and not a lot of extra time this weekend, and so I was kind of cutting it close as it was to get everything done. Robert Covington and the 76ers, that is the blue parallel to 199. And here we have Sergey, good grief, for the Raptors in a red wave prism. Eventually I'll get it out. Here's a red prism for Mirotic to 299 for Nola. Fireworks insert MKG red wave for the Hornets. Behind that is a Carmelo Anthony silver prism for the Rockets. And fireworks insert Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors prism. While we're on this one, let me point this out. I try to remember to do this at least once every break. So you guys see, obviously, Kawhi is in a Spurs uniform, but you can't go by that because it lists the Raptors as the team on the card, and then that little tiny writing right there tells you the traded on date. And then, of course, on the back, you can also see that it is for the Raptors. So sometimes, I know I'm guilty of this too, sometimes, you know, you just kind of glance up, you see a player go by, you see the jersey, and if you have the Spurs, you know, maybe when you get your cards, you're like, hey, I remember seeing a Kawhi Leonard go by. What happened? Yeah, that's what happened. He's actually for the Raptors, so we go by the team that is written on the card, not the uniform the player is wearing. There is a Josh Hart silver prism for the Lakers. A red wave Wiggins T-Wolves. A silver prism Josh Jackson and the Phoenix Suns. Evan Fournier and the Magic. This one is an orange prism numbered to 49. And behind that is CJ McCollum and the Blazers with a prism. For the life of me, I cannot remember the name of that pattern. Like, I know the name of that pattern, but I couldn't remember it the other night either. I meant to look it up tonight and got sidetracked. Clint Capella and the Rockets, silver prism, a numbered all day insert, a LeBron James, that Savage insert, prism insert. And there we go. Box number 1 is all taken care of. You guys are so quiet tonight in chat. Is everybody in a shopping hangover or a food hangover? Or a family hangover? Or all three? Maybe all of the above. Yeah, I think well, some of you were breaking with me last night, so you know, those of you who were, that we elected to go to out to eat our meal. We ate at the Cracker Barrel, so we did not have a lot of leftovers. A little, and managed to scarf those down today, so not as much of a food hangover as it might have been if we had made a bunch of food and still had it here and, you know, grazed on it for all of eternity, which is how I do. Eric, you said you worked 5 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Oh man, Eric, in what establishment were you working? Retail or restaurant? Someplace I bet where it was really, really busy and you just like wished everybody would go home. Probably. I mean, I spent a couple of retail seasons around Black Friday, and man, it is crazy. Andrew Wiggins, Silver Prism, T-Wolves. And there's Wendell Carter Jr. and the Bulls. That is a nice rookie prism, orange, $249. And John Collins and the Hawks with a prism. West Virginia, Oklahoma game. Oh, shootout? Oh, what? Man, it cannot be any worse than the one we watched against the Chiefs and the Rams. I mean, I don't mean worse as in that game was not good or not fun to watch, because it absolutely was fun to watch. I'm talking about score-wise. That was like the craziest score of a game I've seen just about all year. Rudy Gay and the San Antonio Spurs, Silver Prism. A Red Wave, Kevin Hervey and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Scott, you keep, man, Scott, you're digging. You're always cracking on Cracker Barrel, but no, Cracker Barrel's good. Cracker Barrel not going to give you food poisoning, unlike your Burger King or wherever it was you said the other day gave you food poisoning. Sergey, Raptors, Silver Prism. And the Thunder with a little Hamidou Diallo sensational signatures for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, rookie out of the University of Kentucky, my alma mater. Chris Dunn, Chicago Bulls, Prism. Oh, Menards in Minnesota. Okay. Yeah, man, that place was probably crazy, right? I mean, did you not just want to just kind of thump everyone over the head before the end of the day was over? There's a fireworks insert that was a prism and another fireworks insert with Lillard. And doesn't it look like they photoshopped his head on somebody else's body on that? His head looks like way out of proportion to the rest of his body on that. Kyle Lowry and the Raptors with a prism. So, Eric, when I worked retail over Black Friday and stuff, same thing as you. I did it as like a second job right around the holidays. It was a part-time kind of deal where I went in and did some merchandising and things, and had very specific categories that I worked in. But of course had to be there, you know, being part-time and whatever. They definitely weren't going to give me the day off. So of course we worked Thanksgiving night and way on up into Black Friday. It was a really long stretch like what you're talking about. Michael Kidd Gilchrist, Silver Prism. And it was at Best Buy. And that was before online was as big as it is now. Fireworks insert, Carl Anthony Towns. I mean, and certainly you could still get a few things online, but not like it is these days where you can get most things online. So, you know, you're talking hundreds upon hundreds of people lined up outside the door and just like stampeding. And then all night long, it was just, oh my gosh, it was so awful. It was so awful. Yeah, I mean, just, Kimball Walker and the Hornets, that's numbered to 299. It is a red prism. And that is Gary Harris, Denver Nuggets. That's Red Wave prism. And it was mainly, the main thing that was bad about it to me is that people were so rude. I mean, rude to each other, but rude to those of us working there, just rude. And I'm thinking, man, it's a holiday. Why are y'all so rude? To $2.99, that is a red prism in New Orleans. It's a red wave Jeff Teague for the Timberwolves. And of course, not everybody was rude, certainly, but there were an awful lot of really not nice people. And then the other thing that was crazy is that we had people who just did nothing but go around and try to put stuff back in its right place. And by the end of the night, you had probably put every item in the store, at least you probably picked up and put it back where it should go at least once. Because people would just grab stuff and carry it all over the store and like drop it anywhere. And you might find a laptop down in the $1 DVD bin, and it was just crazy. So I don't really miss those days, but at least you said you were in receiving, so that does make life a little easier, maybe. Rover, you said there's 38 to 35 in the third quarter. Well, then they may end up outdoing the Rams and the Chiefs at the rate they're going. So, yeah, you're not kidding. That is a shootout. I didn't really think West Virginia, Oklahoma would be that high scoring. Tim Hardaway, sensational signatures for the Warriors. And a prism for LeBron James as a Laker, Los Angeles Laker, despite the Cavaliers uniform. Harrison Barnes, purple crystal to 149, Dallas Mavericks. Fireworks insert, red wave Kobe to 149, or unnumbered rather, sorry. Red wave Kobe unnumbered for the Lakers. Little Allen Iverson silver prism for the 76ers. Been a lot of Iverson in products recently. Ryan Anderson Rockets prism. A blue that tried to get out of my hand there, and that is Karl Anthony Towns, who was trying to, jump over the pile and take off, but we managed to hang on to him. And that is the blue parallel to 199. Mo Bamba Magic red wave rookie prism. That is a silver prism Kyle Kuzma Lakers. And a Javon Carter for the Grizzlies rookie prism. I don't know how many of you, some of you at least, would have been breaking with me last year when we were breaking some older prism in the value packs. Do you remember that? Do any of you remember that are in here tonight in chat? Basically, what it is, the value packs, they're like, some people call them cello packs. And they're retail, of course. And they had 3 or 4, maybe 3 packs of regular prism, which usually had 4 or 5 cards a pack. And then there was an extra pack in the back that was always a parallel, typically like a red, white, and blue parallel. And often you would also find special retail I shouldn't say often, but you could also find special retail prisms and special patterns out of them as well. And every once in a while, autographs. But not so much it wasn't about the autographs. It was really about chasing the silver prisms. And I used to open those a lot. We opened them from different years. We opened, I think, 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe even some 16, 17 that way, by the box. And each box had like 12 of those cello packs in them. And of course, each of those 12 cello pack, value pack, whatever you want to call it, had 4 little interior packs. So it's 48 packs of prism when it's all said and done. And a 4th of them in the special prism. So they have that available again. I bought some for 15, 16. I haven't yet bought any for 17, 18, or 16, 17. But I'm thinking about it. And I'm wondering, how do you guys, how many of you really chase after the silver prisms as much as you do the autographs? Because it's really the people who know the value of and chase and collect the silver prisms who would be probably most interested in that break, since there are no guaranteed autographs. But if enough people are interested, I wouldn't be opposed to going back and buying some of that for 2017, 18, and that sort of thing. Harrison Barnes, Dallas Mavericks, silver prism. An all-day insert for Donovan Mitchell. A Michael Porter Jr. for the Nuggets. Silver prism, Markieff Morris and the Wizards. That's an all-day insert. A Charles Barkley prism. Hey, for the Suns. We need to find his autograph in here. So if anybody, has any input on how you feel about breaking that sort of thing, please let me know. Jump into chat. Give me a little info as to yay or nay or how you're leaning. Enes Kanter for the Knicks. Silver prism fireworks insert for the Grizzlies. Terry Rozier and the Celtics in the red wave. Silver prism, Tyler Johnson for the Miami Heat. That is a go hard or go home. James Harden for the Rockets. A fireworks insert, LeBron James and the Lakers once again. Just making sure that said Lakers, because every once in a while one of our products will have LeBron for both. It might be an all-star card or something, and he would still be identified as a Cavalier, and then his other cards as a Laker. So I wanted to double check, but that one did say Lakers as well. The Miami Heat blue crystal /99. Then we have another fireworks insert, a red wave Miles Turner for the Pacers. Silver prism, Kevin Love and the Cavaliers, and a purple Fournier /75 for the Magic. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to, hang on one second. I'm going to sort out and start a different pile for the stuff that I think we might want to recap, like our silver, our numbered cards, and our silver prisms that are rookies. I think we'll recap those. So if you bear with me for a second, I want to start a separate pile now while it's still possible to do it. In a minute, when these piles get a little bit larger, it'd be out of hand to do it. And if there's anything else you want to recap, you can let me know as well, and I could sort it out separately. But as it is, I think what we'll do is just recap the numbered stuff and the rookie silver prisms, regular silver prisms, and the red wave, and the unnumbered stuff we will not necessarily recap. All right, now I think I've got it all in the separate piles, and that way it'll make it easier going forward if I just stopped and did it right then. So thank you for your patience. Oh, it's Dr. J, baby. Oh, nice. Philadelphia 76ers. Hit with the Dr. J. Julius Irving autograph. I like that hit for Philly. There's Anunoby and the Raptors with a prism. We have a blue Jamal Murray Nuggets, numbered to 199. There's fireworks Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Thomas for the Pistons in a red wave. A red James Harden for the Rockets. That's numbered to 299. Behind that is Go Hard or Go Home for Karl Anthony Towns and the Timberwolves. Red wave Jonathan Isaac for the Magic. A red Austin Rivers to 299 Wizards. That's Savage insert. Red wave Dillon Brooks for the Grizzlies. And there's a silver prism for the Nets. And there's a silver rookie for the T-Wolves. Diop. Or Diop, whichever it is. I think Diop, maybe. Maybe not. We all know I'm going to get the names wrong. Kyrie Irving all day. Jeremy Grant for the Thunder. Prizm. And the rewards point card replaced one of our hits. So it's hanging out right there. We'll award that using random.org at the end of the break. I'm not surprised they gave us a reward point for the second hit in there because the first hit was Dr. J. So I guess that's one thing we've learned we can count on with Panini, which is when they give you a really good hit in a box or a case, they're going to make up for it by giving you reward points in place of a hit somewhere else. I believe that's their way of cost averaging, which is kind of crazy, but we all know they do it. I would rather them, honestly, just cost average with another lower cost autograph, though, than to have to get the rewards points, but I'm going to try to not go on my rant about the rewards points tonight. So do you all a favor and not go into the full-on rant there. I do not like those points. I do not like green eggs and ham. Dr. Seuss, for those of you who don't have kids, is what that was. The green eggs and ham. I imagine everybody knows that, but you never know. Sometimes people don't, if you don't have kids or whatever. Might not remember good old Dr. Seuss. There is a rookie Jacob Evans Golden State Warriors purple crystal to 149. Rudy Gobert Jazz Red Wave. Red Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz to 299. Behind that is Fireworks insert for James Harden and the Rockets. Red Wave Paul Pierce Celtics. That's Zach LaVine. That's Savage inserts. Trae Young, a little silver Trae Young with the pattern whose name I cannot bring forth at the moment. Can't remember it. Anyway, Trae Young for the Hawks. Silver Prizm, Alec Burks and the Jazz. Oh, it's the Greek Freak's baby brother Costas. Costas Antetokounmpo for the Dallas Mavericks. Shaq and the Lakers. Silver Prizm Dennis Johnson, Celtics. All day inserts. There is TJ Warren and the Suns. Ah, Cody. Cody, thank you. He's reminding me, he's like, the pattern is hyper. Thank you. Why can I not ever remember that? Ever. I can never remember that pattern name. Trey Burke and the Knicks, Silver Prizm. Fireworks, Kristaps, Knicks. Mark Gasol, Red Wave, Grizzlies. A Klay Thompson Silver Prizm. Ah, nice low-numbered Fireworks John Wall, perhaps. Numbered to 10. Yes, indeed. Number 9 of 10. Gold Fireworks parallel for John Wall and the Wizards. Cody, thanks for that, man. For some reason, I have a mental block about that pattern name. I literally, every time I see it, I look at it and think I know that pattern name, and I can never remember it for whatever reason. Ben Simmons and the 76ers silver prism. All day insert John Wall. There's a Melo for the Rockets. A blue Marc Gasol to 199 for the Grizzlies. Fireworks Lonzo and the Lakers. Jason Tatum, Red Wave Celtics. Silver Prism Murray, Spurs. Whoops. That is a prism as well. The Go Hard or Go Home with the Greek Freak, Giannis and the Bucks. You know, Cody, I have opened a ton of prism myself, and I think my problem is that I never made as much of a concentrated effort as I should have to remember all of their pattern names, because Panini as a whole uses so many different patterns, and for a long time it seemed like they would change up. Maybe it was just my brain and they were not actually changing, but it's somewhere along the way, I think I just did not commit that pattern to memory for some reason or another, and now I can't cement it in my brain. Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls, sensational signatures. Of course, he's a up-and-coming little rookie there for Chicago. John Henson and the Bucks. Bruce Brown, Detroit Pistons, rookie, blue crystal to 99. Bruce Brown, again, for the Pistons. That's in the Red Wave. And the other thing that Panini does that is kind of weird is they sometimes, you know how Topps will have a very specific numbering system. You see a certain color in Topps, it's going to be numbered to a certain thing. And if you see certain patterns, they're going to be called the same thing all the time. And in Panini, they have what is the Topps equivalent of the superfractor, which is typically one of one in Panini as well. But in, what were we just most recently opening in football? Well, whatever it was. Might have been Prizm football. If it wasn't Prizm, it was one of the recent football releases. Anyway, they were using what is traditionally the one-of-one pattern, gold and the little, circular superfractor pattern, as Topps would call it, and they numbered it to 5. And then other times you'll see that exact same pattern in Panini, and it'll be the one-of-one that you're expecting. I mean, they just do weird stuff with their patterns, and like the ones that they call crystal, frankly, look exactly like the ones they call cracked ice. But we know the cracked ice are usually going to be numbered to 23 or 24, occasionally 25 or 26. Whereas the crystals are higher numbered, but they just do weird stuff over there. I don't know. Well, they do have different names in the hobby and the retail, but they still, I mean, it's still a lot of the stuff they do just, to me, doesn't make sense. It's not consistent in the way that Top stuff is consistent, in my opinion. Pulsar is what I always want to call the pattern that is hyper, that we're looking at tonight. And I always want to call it Pulsar, but I know that it is not Pulsar, and then that's where I get the that's where I get the block. So, yeah, I don't know. Crazy. Anyway, I appreciate that, Cody. Helping me out with it. But I do wish they would settle in on like a more well-settled group like Topps does. Steph Curry to 149. Fireworks Oladipo and the Pacers. There's an Oladipo and the Pacers Red Wave. Blake Griffin, Pistons, go hard or go home. Oh, the draft class. Well, how about that? That we will have to set aside over here in our housekeeping area because guess what? There's a whole lot of teams represented on that card, so that little bad boy will give out by way of random. Tyreek Evans and the Pacers. We'll see if we find another one of those anywhere along the way. Ryan Anderson, Rockets, red, 299. That's Savage insert, red wave. Al Farouk Amino for the Blazers. Silver Prism Petrovic and the Blazers. There's a fireworks insert that went by for Giannis, and there's the Utah Jazz red wave as well. A silver prism, Mikal Bridges and the Suns. It's a nice little rookie silver prism right there for Phoenix. I know you're fishing around for Ayton if you have Phoenix tonight, but I like the Mikal Bridges for you too. DeAnthony Melton, Houston Rockets. Isaiah Thomas as a Nugget. Poor Isaiah Thomas. He's been like on a lot of teams in the last 12 months or so. Kelly Oubre, Silver Prism, Wizards. Dante Exum and the Jazz to 75. Silver Prism, Quinn Cook, Golden State Warriors. And an all-day insert. There is a silver Josh Okogie for the T-Wolves. Minnesota, Silver Prism, Wilt Chamberlain. Wow. Los Angeles Lakers, an all-day Giannis. A Javon Carter and the Grizzlies rookie silver hyper. Silver Frank Ntilikina and the Knicks, go hard or go home, DeRozan, an all-day Ben Simmons for the Sixers. The DeRozan is the Spurs, of course. You know, he was the swap there in the Kawhi Leonard trade. Still just so automatic for me, though, to see him and want to call the old team, and ditto for Kawhi. You know, so many years they were associated with their prior teams. It's hard to get used to calling them for the new teams, almost like autopilot. Sensational signatures, Lonnie Walker and the Spurs. Kyle Lowry, Raptors. A blue Portland Trail Blazer to 199. That was Lillard. Fireworks, Steph Curry, Justin Jackson, red wave. Kyle Korver and the Cavs. Aren't they getting ready to trade Kyle Korver? Did I hear that somewhere? I thought I did hear that somewhere. To 299. Go hard or go home, Durant for the Warriors. There's the Magic with a red wave. And one more box in the books. I like doing the whole case of this at once because it's, you know, it's just kind of better to do the whole case at once. But man, it takes a long time. I will say that. There are a lot of cards in here. $1,700 or so, I guess, in total. We had quite a bit of Prizm football too, so Again, we broke most of that by full cases. And the break is not, the break actually, I mean, it takes a while, hour and a half or so to do a case of it. But the sorting, wow, the sorting takes a lot longer than I thought that it would. But I guess, yeah, actually 1700 is one of the, that's probably towards the top end of what I'm willing to do a full case of with everything shipping. Now, obviously, you know, we did some 3,000 card breaks of Donruss basketball, but the veteran base was separate, you know, not sorted by team and whatnot. But 1,700 is definitely approaching the realm of like, whew, you don't really want to sort that much at once. Jeff Teague, T-Wolves, Silver Prism, and Fireworks insert that went by. And Karl Malone, Jazz. Here's Mo Bamba and the Magic. Purple to 149. Red Wave Nowitzki and the Mavericks. And we have a little Anthony Simons for the Portland Trail Blazers with a Silver Prism rookie. Fireworks LeBron, Baby Greek Freak for the Mavericks with Costas. Silver Prism Kobe, Lakers. That's Savage DeAndre Jordan for the Mavericks, by the way, on there. Gerald Green, Red Wave Rockets. A red Grayson Allen, Utah Jazz to 299. Lillard all day for the Blazers. Kaminsky and the Hornets to 149 with a red wave. A Silver Prism rookie, Jared Vanderbilt, Nuggets. So they've got the pre-orders up now for Crown Royal basketball. And I'm wondering if they're going to be as stingy with that this year as they have been with Contenders and Prism. I hope not. Because, you know, last year I ordered some Crown Royal basketball, but I didn't order a lot. Because, frankly, you never know how stuff is going to do in basketball. Like, something can be great in football, and they'll translate it to basketball and just doesn't do well at all. Steph Curry, go hard or go home. Warriors. So I didn't really order a ton of it last year. And then, of course, you know, it did do well. And so I'm looking forward to it again this year. But I'm afraid they're going to be really stingy with it like they have been with our other basketball so far this year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, another UK alum there for the Clippers. Shai's been playing pretty well in LA. Kent Bazemore, Hawks. A blue for the Heat to 199. Red Wave for the Grizzlies. And I can hear it's still raining outside, but it's not nearly as crazy as it was earlier. So I think maybe at least the stormy part is gone. It's so weird to have thunderstorms this time of year. Mo Bamba, Magic, Silver Prism, rookie. Behind that is Ginobili, San Antonio Spurs to 49 with the orange parallel. Valanciunas and the Raptors. TJ Warren and the Suns. TJ's to 299. I think we'll go back to putting some of these in sleeves after the fact. Kyle Kuzma, Fireworks, Lakers. Michael Carter Williams. That was, of course, a Red Wave unnumbered. There's a nice little Kevin Knox prism for Luck of the Lottery in the New York Knicks. Behind that, I see an all-day insert coming up for Blake Griffin and the Pistons. and Nerlens Noel, Oklahoma City Thunder Prism. Nerlens is pretty well traveled in the last 12 months too, by the way. Billy Preston, Silver Prism, rookie, Cleveland Cavaliers. And Sabonis, numbered to 10 for the Pacers. A little what is wrong with me? Domantas Sabonis. Oh, yes, I'll get it out in a minute. Numbered to 10 for the Pacers. Rondo, Lakers, Prism. That is halfway of what we're opening tonight. So 6 boxes have been opened. There are 6 boxes about to be opened. So Panini must think that Kevin Knox is going to be playing well this year, since he's on the front of the box there with Luka. I kind of figured it would be like Luka and Ayton. I was a little surprised to see that it was Luka and Kevin. I mean, not that I don't think Kevin's going to do well, obviously. But everybody's been, you know, Ayton, and he was, by the way, the #1 overall draft pick. So I'm a little surprised that he wasn't the image on the box, along with Doncic. Of course, I love Luka, so. I always wonder how they settle on the images that they use on any product at any given time. I think they're, well, one of my reps told me, he used to work for Upper Deck, is that they're only allowed to use a certain number of images throughout a product year. So, you know, that's in the contract or whatever deal they've made with the respective, you know, NBA, NFL, whatever the case may be, Players Association, etc. So at some point they have to, I guess, decide this is, you know, these are the primary guys we want to use. And they probably have to decide pretty early in the year. So I'm always interested in kind of the backside of how some of the trading card companies go about doing their business. I find it really interesting. To 149, purple T-Wolves. Fireworks, Blake Griffin and the Pistons. There's Lou Williams and the Clippers with a red wave. A blue Jimmy Butler, T-Wolves to 199. Celtics, this is Spencer Dinwiddie with a red wave. Guys, sorry, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist went right off the pile there. We'll take a better look at him. It's a base card for him. I think he's okay. He did not go far, and he's on the mat. And he does not appear to be any worse for the wear for having slid off the pile there and in that tiny little drop-off. But nonetheless, when that happens, I definitely like to check him out. Kelly Oubre, Wizards. You'll see that a redemption dropped out of that pile too. It's right there. Will Barton, Silver Prism. And Go Hard or Go Home for the Rockets. There's Wilt Chamberlain, Lakers. And the redemptions set over here in our housekeeping area as well. We don't flip those over until the very end of the break. And at that point, we'll flip over any that we found throughout the entire break and then go to the Panini website and verify them all. Blake Griffin, Silver Prism for the Pistons. There's a Jalen Brunson, Mavericks, red wave. I see some blue in our future. And it is Colin Sexton for the Cavaliers to 199. Red wave Ginobili, Spurs. James Johnson and the Heat, silver prism. Silver prism for the Magic. That is Quinn Cook and the Warriors. Bogdanovic, Pacers. Celtics, Kyrie Irving. Was tempted to get some Brilliance basketball today. I saw somebody had it on Black Friday, 2012. I'm talking about Brilliance basketball. I was tempted to get some, put it in some mixers, but you know what? I'm so bad about getting all the mixers put together. I let so much stuff just sit. I decided not to. Jeremy Lin and the Hawks. That is red, of course, to $2.99. Forgot to flip it. Fireworks, James Harden. There's Deladova, Red Wave. George Hill, Cavaliers. Pistol Pete Maravich, Atlanta Hawks. Of course, I could still go back and get it. I wouldn't mind opening some of it myself, actually. I open a lot of 2012-13 stuff. Well, because you got the double rookie class in there for one thing, you know, which makes it twice as nice, not to mention that the 12-13 rookie class was pretty darn good. Karis LeVert and the Nets, sensational signatures. Nick Kalina and the Knicks. But yeah, but so for anybody who might not know how that works, there's Mikal Bridges' Suns, rookie Prism Hyper. There was the lockout in 2011-2012, right? So all of the rookie cards from the rookies from the 2011-2012 season, their rookie cards went in the 2012-2013 product alongside the regular rookies from 2012-13. So, I mean, you know, when you factor all that in, then that adds Kawhi and Jimmy Butler and, you know, Kyrie, and there's a lot that come in from 11-12 to go along with what was already a pretty good 12-13 group. So Panini basketball from 12-13 is usually pretty good. And it was loaded with a lot of Kobe Bryants and things like that. You know, some of the players that are harder to hit now, Durant and Kobe, all those guys were easier to hit in 2012-13. And really even 13-14, which I haven't opened as much of, but we definitely opened plenty of when we were searching for the Greek Freak and things. Right before he, like, really heated up a couple years ago, I was buying a lot of 13-14 stuff, and we'd do mixers with it. And then he got really hot, and then all the 13-14 basketball prices shot up, and then the supply dried up. So we don't do as many of those now, but we used to do a lot of them. I still have some 12-13, maybe even some 13-14 basketball. Definitely have some 15-16 around here. So somewhere along the way, we'll be putting together some NBA mixers here over the course of the next couple of months and working through some of those sorts of things. Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls. Jokic and the Nuggets. That is numbered to 99, Kyle Korver. Cavaliers. Fireworks, there's a Henson Red Wave for the Bucks. Michael Porter Jr. Nuggets, Silver Prism rookie. So my Kentucky Wildcats played today. They played a little better defense today, but man, go hard or go home. Kyrie Irving, Malik Monk, and the Hornets. Like, I don't know, man. These kids, I guess it's just because we always have so many freshmen, but man, it's like you just want to go, hey, did you like not have to play any defense when you were in high school? I guess most of them probably didn't have to. Oscar Robertson to 299 Milwaukee Bucks. Fireworks insert Lonzo, Josh Jackson and the Suns, red wave. Silver, Jeremy Grant, red wave for the Lakers. Yeah, I guess a lot of them, you know, I mean, they were going to be the go-to guy probably on their team. And they were much more worried about their, I mean, the coaches were going to be fine with their lack of defensive effort if they had a really high offensive output, I imagine. So I think a lot of these kids do come out of their various high school associations. And I guess even their travel teams, they must not have a huge focus on the defensive side of the ball because a lot of these kids don't play much defense. Kent Bazemore, Hawks. Silver Prism. Mojo, J.R. Smith and the Cavs, numbered to 25. And there is Steven Adams, Oklahoma City Thunder. Andrew, we have already done the 2018 Immaculate Football. Yes, sir, that was our first up tonight because it's a fairly quick break. We did it first and then, of course, dug into Prizm after that. So we were done, I would say, by 10:30, so it probably took us about a half an hour. Part of that time would have been the intro of the break, so probably 25 minutes or so to do the break itself. That's to 149 for the Nets. All day John Wall, Amari Spellman for the Hawks with a red wave rookie. Valanciunas, Raptors, Silver Prism. Fireworks Prism, Jokic. Silver Prism, Nerlens, Oklahoma City Thunder. There's the Grizzlies with Brooks. Bill Russell and the Celtics. Blue parallel to 199. A red wave Clint Capella for the Rockets. Silver Prism, Rajon Rondo and the Lakers. T-Wolves have a hit with Bates Diop. DeAndre Jordan, Mavericks. Andrew, I don't know that I'll get the upload done tonight, but you know there are two different ways to watch it. Hang on one second and I'll walk you through it. Lonzo, Fireworks, and All Day Paul George and Eric Gordon for the Rockets. And the rest of the base. So, Andrew, there's a couple of different ways you can watch it. The one that's available fastest is the YouTube archived version. And basically, YouTube makes that available pretty soon after the break is finished. I mean, they do whatever processing is, right? They do that after I upload it, and they also will do that to the version that they store themselves. I don't think it takes very long, you know, probably an hour or maybe somewhere thereabouts. And then it's available to view. When I upload it, the only difference in what YouTube archives and what I upload is that what YouTube says will just say, like, Leader of the Pack Breaks live stream. And it might even have, if we ended after midnight, it would have maybe tomorrow's date on it. If we end before midnight Eastern, it would have today's date on it. But in any case, it would be the most recent. Then the only difference in that and what I upload is that when I upload it, I add the tags and the titles. So mine would say, start out with eBay, you know, 11/23/18. Otherwise, obviously, the video content is exactly the same. So if you do want to watch it before I get it posted, which is typically the next day, because I have to sit and wait for it to upload and whatnot, and so I usually do it the next day, then that YouTube archived version should be available pretty soon after we finish tonight. All right, we are making some headway here. We have 4 boxes left, including this one that just came out of the wrappers. So we have 3 that we haven't opened at all yet. And then, of course, this one to look through. So hang on now. We got a blue guy trying to... that is Carl Anthony Towns again. He tried to jump off a pile earlier, and he just went out of my hand again. What is up with Carl Anthony Towns tonight? Minnesota Timberwolves. He did take a little flying leap there. Fortunately, he did not go far. He did land on a mat. I do not see any problems with any of his corners or edges or anything. So I think he landed fine for Carl Anthony Towns and the T-Wolves. But I don't know what the deal is with Carl Anthony Towns cards tonight. They keep wanting to move around on me. Chris Webber and the Kings. That is the red wave parallel. Silver Prism Embiid for the Sixers. That's Savage, Anthony Davis, and Nola. A blue Rudy Gobert and the Jazz to 199. Trevor says, has there been anything good? Well, who are you looking for, Trevor? I will tell you whether or not we have hit who you're looking for, if I can remember, which we all know I'm shaky on that, but I know. And you would think, why can't you remember it if you just opened it? Because there's so many things that I'm processing and calling out as we go along. It just, I remember one about as long as it takes to call it out, and then I don't often remember it again, unless it's a really big hit. Miles Bridges and the Hornets with a rookie silver prism. Chris Dunn Bulls. Willie Cauley-Stein Kings. That was a fireworks that went by. Carl Anthony that managed to not go flying out of the pile on a red wave. Jacob Evans Warriors 299 red prism. Fireworks again for Jason Tatum. A J.R. Smith red wave for the Cleveland Cavaliers. There has not been any silver prism Doncic. There's not been a Luka autograph. I don't think we've had any Luka color. Oh, well, there we go. Some of Cody's already answered it. Cody's keeping track of it, and he already answered it. So thank you, Cody, for that. Carl Anthony Towns fireworks. Grayson Allen red wave for the Jazz. A points card, LeBron James for the Lakers, which means another one of our hits has been replaced there by that points card. There's a nice Kevin Knox silver prism coming out for the Knicks. We'll put our other points card up here in housekeeping. So far we have the 2 points cards, the draft class card, and a redemption that we haven't flipped yet. All of that to be handled at the end of the break. Silver Prism Garnett Timberwolves. Fireworks John Wall. All Day James Harden. There's a John Collins for the Hawks. Purple Ryan Anderson to 149 for the Rockets. That's actually kind of a lavender. It's kind of a pink. It's kind of a lavender. I'm calling it purple, but I guess it could be any number of colors. Jrue Holiday red wave for the Pelicans. Well, not any number of colors, but they could technically be calling it lavender or kind of pink or purple. I just went with purple. Ryan Anderson Rockets. And an autograph for the Grizzlies with Jaren Jackson Jr. Triple J comes out for the Grizz. Costas for the Mavericks, the Baby Greek Freak. Immaculate silver prism, Lakers. A purple Ginobili and the Spurs to 75. We've got 3 boxes left. 9 down, 3 to go out of this case. So we're not doing too badly on time, all things considered. Especially considering we did immaculate tonight too. So we're about on track for where we should finish up. Maybe off by a couple minutes, but I don't think too bad. One of these days, they're going to make some of these products with just like one giant pack inside. I mean, I know, obviously, Topps does the jumbo packs with 50 cards, and they did it this year with Donruss Basketball with 50 cards, but I'm talking about, like, one of these days, this whole box of Prizm would just be 144 cards in one pack. As you know, I mean, the main reason they package these things the way they do is for the retail stores, the hobby shops. You know, because the hobby shops sell by the pack as often or more often than they sell by the box. So they package it in a way that makes it easier for them to sell. It says Fireworks, Jason Tatum, Celtics, and Landry comes out again for the Sixers. I believe we already have an autograph for him, if I remember correctly. Now you have got a bookend to go with Kyrie Irving and the Celtics. But I mean, one of these days in the not too distant future, the retail hobby shops are going to be gone. I mean, they're kind of disappearing, have been for several years. Tyler Johnson and the Heat, red wave to 149. So one of these days, when it ends up like that, that's what will happen. They'll package these things to make it easier for breakers, you know. Deladova and the Bucks with a silver Prizm. Fireworks, Victor Oladipo, Caldwell Pope, Lakers. Hey, Latchman, how you doing, man? How has your day been? Your Black Friday. De'Aaron Fox, that is numbered to 99 for the Kings. Another draft class card. We'll just set it over here with our first one over there in housekeeping. Kevin Love, Cavaliers, 149 red wave. Robert Covington, silver Prizm, 76ers. Fireworks insert with AD. That's Nowitzki and the Mavericks. A Jalen Brunson silver Prizm for the Mavericks, rookie. Did you go out and brave the crowds today to go shopping, Latchman? Or did you decide like the rest, or I shouldn't say like the rest of us, but at least like myself and a couple of others, where we all said nah and did it online today. All day Steph Curry insert for the Warriors. I see some red coming up. Chandler Parsons, Grizzlies, 299. Red wave, Morris, Markeef. A blue Ish Smith, Pistons, to 199. Trey Burke, red wave. Silver Prizm, Lou Williams and the Clippers. There's Dennis Johnson and the Celtics in a red wave. A silver Prizm, Jordan Bell and the Warriors. And a Bruce Brown autograph for the Detroit Pistons. You're going to have a pretty comprehensive Bruce Brown set, I think. You've got at least some of the parallels. I remember calling his name a couple times back to back, and now you've got an autograph to go along with if you've got the Pistons tonight. Gerald Green and the Rockets. Silver Prism, Spencer Dinwiddie and the Nets. A little Kyrie Irving orange to 49 for the Celtics. Trevor Ariza, Suns. Oh my gosh, you and your wife and your daughter went to the Mall of America at 5 a.m. and you survived? Oh, Kaminsky and the Hornets. Was it just absolute insanity in there? Was it like a crushing amount of people? I would imagine that it would be. Of course, the Mall of America is pretty huge. I've only been there once, but man, that place was monstrous. So at least once you got inside, probably everybody dispersed into their various areas of the mall. Maybe wasn't too bad, but the getting parked and getting in there, I bet, was just something. And 5 a.m. Man, you are a good husband and father to get up and go to the Mall of America at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. Use a madhouse. I bet it was. I can't even imagine. As I say, the only good thing about it is it's so large that your crowd couldn't really feasibly all be in one place. It had to be spread out a little bit. The only good news out of that scenario, I imagine. But anymore, I mean, it's just part of the holiday. It's like if we didn't have Black Friday, we would feel, I think, very much like we had missed out on part of the holiday these days. It's so ingrained. Golden State Warriors, Jacob Evans. And that is Oladipo and the Pacers. Brogdon and the Bucks. Numbered to 99. A silver prism, Jacob Evans. Yeah, his autograph. Now you've got a nice rookie silver prism to go right alongside of it. Glenn Rice. Wow. That's a throwback, isn't it? For the Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets, you have Glenn Rice. The Jazz. Red Wave Clippers. Tadosic. Gallinari Clippers. Robert Williams, a rookie. Celtics. Traffic was crazy. Oh, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Probably plenty of circling in the parking lot to find a spot even at 5 a.m. Reggie Jackson and the Pistons, blue to 199. You out of here for tonight? All right, ma'am. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. I don't even remember. What are we doing tomorrow? Playoff football, right? Oh, it's tomorrow. Saturday? Yeah. Playoff football tomorrow. DeMar DeRozan, Spurs, Red Wave. Well, we will see you then for playoff tomorrow, Latchman. You have a good rest of your night. Get some rest, man. You've been up since really early. It's a Bucks, Silver Prism, Red Wave, Kemba Walker, and the Hornets. All righty. We are making good progress. Silver Prism Covington. Fireworks Embiid for the Sixers. Both of those prisms, of course. An all-day James Harden. David Robinson and the Spurs. Well, who's trying to hang behind there? There's a red Steph Curry. That is numbered to 299. Eric Bledsoe and the Bucks. Red Wave. Jordan Bell, Golden State Warriors, Silver Prism. Hey, hey, we've got a rookie to 10, baby. And it is the Orlando Magic. And Melvin Frazier. Al-Farouq Amino, Trailblazers. More red here. Numbered once again to 299. That's Ryan Anderson and the Rockets. Red Wave, Jarrett Allen and the Nets. A Silver Prism, Jalen Brunson and the Mavericks. Meanwhile, the Mavericks are going, why can't some of this Jalen Brunson be for Luka? I feel you on that. I agree with you. I am hoping still, yet, we still have another box to go through. I'm hoping we find your Luka in here tonight. In this last box, so you guys know what time it is. It is last box mojo time. That's where we collectively work our mojo and hope to find some amazing hits in the last box. Sometimes last box mojo works really well and delivers us some like volcanic hits. And sometimes it's more But I think, you know, we're trying pretty hard tonight. We're collectively working our mojo pretty well. So maybe we're going to be on the volcanic side of it this time. I hope so. Of course, we will recap at the end, but we do have our little housekeeping to do before we get to that, which will be a redemption to flip over, of course. 2 different rewards points cards to give out. We could find more in here, but that's what's over there at the moment. And that's Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. And, yeah, and those draft class cards, too, also will be given out using random. Kobe Bryant, Silver Prism, and the Lakers, an all-day Victor Oladipo Prism insert. So all of that will be coming up after we look through these last bit of cards here. Jordan Bell to 299, Warriors, red parallel. Omega Snipe God. You know what? I really like that username, man. Omega Snipe God. That is pretty good. You're looking for some Kevin Knox mojo and Rovers Window Rider. I always want to say Widow, and I know that it's Window, and I always want to say Widow. Solomon Hill and the Pelicans, that's to 149. But you said anybody mojo time, huh, Rover? You don't care who. You just want it to be somebody good. All right. It's Kevin Hervey, Silver Prism, Oklahoma City Thunder. Behind that, we have an all-day Kevin Durant, Rajon Rondo for the Lakers, purple. numbered to 75. In general, we've had pretty good luck with Kevin Knox. I don't remember, I really don't remember who we pulled out of the first part of Prizm the other night. I don't know if we had a Kevin Knox in there, but we've been pulling him out of, I guess it was certified, I think, where we may have pulled him a couple times. But Kevin hasn't been super, super hard to pull so far. Luca definitely has been. Luca's been elusive. I think I've actually pulled Ayton more than I've pulled Luca. In fact, we might have pulled Ayton out of that last... If we didn't pull him out of the last Prizm break, we pulled him out of the last certified break anyway. Ayton, I mean. So here's one of them, and we did conjure ourselves up a Phoenix Sun, but not quite DeAndre Ayton. We conjured up Mikal Bridges for the Suns. Marvin Bagley for the Kings. I see a red JaMychal Green, I spy with my little eye, a Memphis Grizzly to 299. This is for the Jazz. It is numbered to 99. There's another fireworks, Steph Curry, Jay Crowder for the Jazz with a red wave. Here comes a blue to 199. That is Bazemore and the Hawks. Another fireworks insert. Portis to 149, red wave. Another silver Prizm Mo Bamba. That is crazy, isn't it? Is this the third? It's at least the second. Maybe the third silver Prizm Mo Bamba. Two for sure. I'm virtually certain there are at least two. That is Justin Holiday for the Bulls. JaMychal Green, Grizzlies, red wave. Another silver Prizm, Jared Vanderbilt. We've had one of those as well already, I'm fairly sure. Now you've got a pair of him. A third draft class card, which we'll put once again over here in our housekeeping area if this silly sleeve would like to actually open up. In this weird case of semi-defective sleeves, they do... One pack will be fine, and the next pack will be like that, hard to open and thicker plastic, and I don't know, it's weird. There's Marcus Morris to 149 Celtics. That's not to 149. Why did I say to 149? That was red wave. It is not numbered. Sorry, it's not to 149. It is Marcus Morris, but it is unnumbered, and I think I said to 149. Jeff Teague and the Minnesota Timberwolves with a silver Prizm. And our last autograph, well, we did conjure up a Nick for you. So your New York Knicks, we did manage to deliver on there, Omega. But unfortunately, it is not your Kevin Knox that you had hoped for. Instead, you got a nice significant signatures, Courtney Lee. So, well, Courtney Lee is better than no autographs for the Knicks, right? Dion Waiters and the Heat. Okay, so before we get into the recap, let's take care of a few things. We've got a lot of stuff here that's going to be going out using random.org shortly. You probably wonder why I'm putting points cards in sleeves. It's because I like to write on them. And I used to write directly on the card, and some people got really agitated about that. So I started putting them in a sleeve, and that way I can just write on them to my heart's content. So oh wow, our redemption was definitely worth the wait. Am I right? That is Kevin Durant. So how about that for Golden State? Let's go find out what, if anything, that's going to be numbered to. But see, there you go. That explains, there's why we have another points card. We had Dr. J earlier, Kevin Durant right now. Our card set here, of course, just says 2018 Panini Prizm card set, just says signatures, you know. So that's where we're gonna wander over here to the Panini website and check it out, and we'll find out if it's going to be numbered or not. And of course, also that means we're going to verify the team. And I wrote Durant on it. I meant to write Warriors, and I wrote Durant. I just realized that. Can you tell that I got up earlier than I should have and stayed up later than I should have? Yeah, probably. I wrote Durant. I meant to write Warriors. It's okay, though. It's all good. We know where he's going. But we will show it here on screen momentarily, and then that will make sure that everybody can see at once, at the same time, where he is in fact going. And our card set, once again, just said signatures. And Kevin Durant is card number 36. And there he is, Golden State Warriors. You can see right there, if it were numbered, right there is where the numbering would be. So since there is no number there, that means that it's an unnumbered edition. But you know what? If you have the Golden State Warriors, you probably don't mind that that's unnumbered, because that's still a very nice hit. Now we have 3 2018 draft class cards here, as well as 250 points card and a 150 points card. So rather than doing a whole bunch of crazy randoms, one right after the other, here's how we're going to do it. It's going to look a lot like this. I'm going to bring you along with me. We're going to go to the spreadsheet and copy all the teams, and we'll go over to random.org, paste all of those teams in there. Then I will hit random one single time, because we've got, 30 teams in here. So there's no need to do random so many times when we have that many teams. So we'll do it just the one time, not 3 times. And then the first person will get the 250 points cards. The second team will get 150. The third, fourth, and fifth teams will all get one of those 2018 draft class cards. So that's how we're going to roll here with our things that need to go into random tonight. So the first part, the easy part, is just simply copying them from the spreadsheet. And why is it saying cannot open the clipboard? Right as I say that's the easy part, right? It makes a liar out of me and says it can't open the clipboard. That's all right. I think we got it the second time. We hope so anyway. Let's get ourselves back over here to random and get this squared away. And as soon as that is done, we will be able to recap the break. So just scrolling through here, you guys can see that all of the teams were pasted in here as they should be. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. So 250 points is going to the Raptors. I'm going to label these so that I don't have to try to remember this later, so bear with me. The 150 points card is going to the Hornets. One of our draft class cards will go to the Kings. One's going to go to the Celtics. And then the final one going down there to the team in the 5th spot is the Pistons. So that's how our 5 random.org items have been awarded in order there to those top 5 teams. Now the stuff's all nice and labeled up, and we are ready to recap it. I'm just letting the ink dry on the back of the sleeves of those. So we're going to flip now through our silver rookie prisms and our numbered prisms. Now there's tons of other prisms, inserts, and non-rookies, veterans. But we're not going to recap all of those because there's tremendous numbers of them. We're just recapping these, of course. There's a Jared Vanderbilt silver prism. There's a Grayson Allen for the Jazz. Anthony Simons for the Blazers. Another Mo Bamba. Lots of Mo Bambas in here. Mikal Bridges silver prism. There's the Bruce Brown for the Pistons. The nice John Wall numbered to 10. And the fireworks insert. The Trae Young Silver Hyper. There's Jacob Evans. The purples, of course, are to 149. There's the Hyper of Bates Diop. Amari Spellman Silver Prism. Jacob Evans to 99, to straight up 99, no 1 in front of it. Silver Prism, Josh Hart and the Lakers. Of course, the orange are numbered to 49, and there's a Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls, numbered to 49. We have still yet another stack of those, so don't go wandering off quite yet. All right, then there's a Jared Vanderbilt Silver Prism, Kent Bazemore for the Hawks. There's my Rajon Rondo, numbered to 75, numbered to 10. There's a nice Melvin Frazier rookie prism, gold. Jacob Evans Silver Prism again. Kyrie, of course, to 49. Ish Smith, Chandler Parsons, a Jalen Brunson Silver Prism. A McCalick Silver Prism. Ryan Anderson and the Rockets to 149. There's your Kevin Knox Silver Prism. Your Jacob Evans for the Warriors to 299. Miles Bridges and the Hornets Silver Prism. J.R. Smith Mojo to 25. A Michael Porter Jr. Base Silver Prism. Colin Sexton Blue Silver, or it can't be Blue Silver, can it? Blue Prism to 199. See what happens? We get in habits. Billy Preston Silver Prism, rookie for the Cavs. Then we have numbered to 49 Ginobili, and there's the other Mo Bamba. So, yeah, there's a lot of Mo Bamba in here tonight, including 2 rookie silver prisms, because I think we saw another one a while ago, right? And then there was a numbered one still yet. So lots of Mo Bamba in there tonight. All right, to recap, 150 points went to the Hornets using random.org, 250 points to the Raptors, random.org. Our draft class cards, 1 went to the Celtics, all using random, 1 went to the Pistons, and the 3rd went to the Kings. Our redemption, unnumbered, is Kevin Durant and the Warriors. Courtney Lee for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges for the Suns, Glenn Rice for the Charlotte Hornets, Jacob Evans, Golden State Warriors, Bruce Brown for the Pistons, Landry Shamet for the 76ers, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Bates Diop for the Trailblazers, Chandler Hutchison for the Bulls, Karis LeVert Nets, the Sabonis to 10 for the Pacers. That's always a nice one to hit. Anything to 10 is a nice one to hit. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers, Lonnie Walker and the Spurs, DeAnthony Melton for the Rockets, Wendell Carter Jr. and the Bulls, Kostas Antetokounmpo for the Mavericks, the nice Dr. J for the 76ers, Julius Erving, Tim Hardaway for the Warriors, the nice Hamidou Diallo for the Oklahoma City Thunder, another Landry Shamet for the 76ers, and Omari Spellman with the Hawks. Got us kicked off tonight. Was first out. So that is our break for tonight. I will go ahead and put up spreadsheet information again for anyone who missed it. We'll take a quick look here at your anticipated shipping date. We'll also take a spin through the breaks that are coming up in the next few days on eBay. So no free shipping breaks tonight. Everything was a paid break, anticipating it will be out the door no later than Wednesday. Possibly sooner, but should be no later than Wednesday unless something crazy like emergency sort of thing were to happen, which hopefully it will not. And And of course, consolation cards. You don't have to worry about that in Prizm. Every team pulled cards. If you're in immaculate football and your team was not pulled, you are entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year in any series. I basically just grab one for your team and it will go out the door that way. Since this is a paid shipping break, any consolation cards you are due for immaculate football will simply ship out with the rest of the break. These are the breaks that are listed on eBay that are going to be coming up over the next few days. This stuff is already up and available if you so choose to bid on it. And playoff football is tomorrow night. It's a 10-box half case. It's the back half of the case we started on Wednesday night, which was its release night. And the first half of that case was really awesome. So I'm very much looking forward to see if the second half can live up to or outdo perhaps even the first half. On Monday night, we'll open Immaculate Football again, another full case. And Monday night, Cyber Monday, is also the release date for Rookies and Stars. So we will open a full case of Rookies and Stars football at the same time. Well, not simultaneously, but right after the Immaculate. On Tuesday night, we'll open a fourth and final case of Certified Basketball. On Wednesday night, it will be a case of full-size autograph football helmets from Leaf, which there are 3 full-size helmets, make up a case of that. And then it will be another case of Immaculate Football on Wednesday night and a case of Topps High-Tech Baseball, which we haven't opened in a few weeks, but the prior cases we had some nice hits out of. So I decided to bring us in a little more. I do that from time to time, so we'll bust into that on Wednesday night. And so I believe that is it for me tonight. That is our break. And thank you guys for joining me, spending part of your holiday weekend here, your Black Friday. And hopefully I will see some or all of you again over the weekend, tomorrow night or Cyber Monday, or both. So until I see you the next time, enjoy your long weekend. I will see you soon. Bye now.